Hello everybody, my name is Michael El-Bacha. I am the host of Let's Chat, which is obviously a Sunday night thing. I've done this because we are in extreme lockdown. Tonight is a very special show. I finally got my brother Tony on Instagram, so he'll be joining us very soon. He's the founder, the man behind the magic at Australasian Soccer Academy. He is my brother, and I'm so proud of him. So tonight is very special because I get to speak to my own brother. Now, having said that, he'll be very excited because Parramatta Eels have just won. Here he is. Let's just get him on. He's actually requested to join the video. Let's go live with Tony. So that way Parramatta have just won, so Tony will be very happy, ladies and gentlemen. He's just about to join the Let's Chat Live, and here he is, Tony Basha. Welcome, brother.
What's going on, mate?
All I have to do, bro, is play this for you. Ready?
Good win.
Of course we won, bro.
We might get in trouble. Doggies fans on the
street, bro. How are you?
Got some Doggies fans on here, so I got to be careful.
What's that? What kind of fans?
Doggies, Bulldogs.
The Doggies. Who left the dogs out, right? So how are you, Tony?
Not bad, mate. Chilling out. Just chilling.
You are.
I love it.
Chilling out.
I loved seeing Bondi Beach yesterday.
What was there?
Did you see everyone out there?
No, I heard that there were a lot of people out there on the beach without masks. Is that right?
Yeah, we got no football, no training, but they're on the beach getting tans.
I know. So how has the academy been during these COVID lockdowns, and what's happening with that? With your academy?
The academy's all right. We've been we've got Christian who's doing well over in Italy at the moment. We've got Cooper as well who's doing well in Spain. So we're just building. We're building.
Yeah. And you've got so many players. Mitch Duke for the Socceroos has just scored his first goal, I believe, and he's come from the academy. You must be proud.
Yeah, Duke scored. He scored. No, he's not his first. He scored many goals, man. It's not his first goal. But he scored the other night. Yeah, he's doing well. We've got a lot of academy boys doing very well. So we're happy. We've got a few more coming through. Yeah.
So, what can you tell us about the coach from overseas that has been coaching one of your amazing young stars in Italy?
Yeah, Christian. You met Christian in the radio station.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, Christian's he's killing it, man. He's absolutely killing it. He got rejected from here in Australia. As people probably don't know the story. He got rejected. He wasn't wanted by two A-League clubs. I'm not going to mention them for private reasons. They know who they are. And I sent him to Italy. I sent him to one of the biggest clubs in the world, AS Roma. And from there, he's now been he's training with the first team, with Mourinho, one of the best coaches in the world. And he's been picked in the Italian under-17s national team, 19, sorry. So he's killing it, mate. He's killing it.
You must be so proud of him because, he's come from the academy. Let's talk about the fact that, he wasn't picked for the Australian side. Would he ever play for the Socceroos, for example, if he gets the call-up?
Well, look, at the end of the day, he hasn't said no because I'm obviously talking to him every night. I talk to him all the time. He's knocked back Australia's under-19s. He's knocked back Australia's under-23s. But he didn't say no to the national team, Socceroos. So if if the Socceroos come calling in the World Cup, maybe this kid's going to play in the first team of AS Roma this year. He might get some game time. If he does, then the Socceroos have to call him into the World Cup squad. It's a no-brainer. If they don't, they're going to lose him.
Okay. Look, let's talk about your passion for the game. You know, we know you're a professional. There you go. This is my dad ringing me on my on. He's trying to get into the house. 1 second, Tony. Sorry about that.
You go do it if you want. Come back.
Let me just get my.
I can talk to the people while I'm on.
Yes, I'm gonna have to get my dad in. Someone's knocking on the door. That kid. Sorry about that, Tony.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about your history with soccer. How did you start the professional? When did you become professional, and why do you do the academy? Let's go deep here, bro.
We started the academy a time ago, 2006, because I got sick of the rubbish that was going on. There's a lot of rubbish that goes on in football, especially in Australia. Like, no offense, there are some good people in the game, but some of them got no idea. You understand? The people don't understand the game. So what I wanted to do is get in there and change the way it is. Open doors for players overseas. Change the whole globe in Australia. Because Australia, unfortunately, the people in charge, not all of them, some of them, well, most of them are very, very bad. They don't have the expertise that I probably have. But I'll never get the respect of these people. But it doesn't matter. I don't need them. I'm actually bigger than them. And we've got bigger contacts than them. We deal with the best people in the world. We try and grow. And I did it because I got sick of the people running the game because they got no idea. Perfect example, Christian. Look at Mitchell Duke. He's caught his bad head.
Man, he's joined in. Hi, Mitch.
Big nose.
Bad heads.
But we have to change. And that's what we're doing, mate. At the end of the day, we got obviously that kid too, Volpato, who's killing it. He was another one who fell through a cracked system. Look where he is now. Mitchell Duke's another one. That big nose guy that's commented. He was another one. He faced many hurdles. No one wanted him. He'll tell you. No one wanted him. But I pushed for him because I knew he was good. And luckily now he's playing for the national team, Socceroos. He's one of the best players that we have. But he's got one of the biggest nose. Big nose in the Socceroos.
Just bad heads, big noses, hairlines running. Baz is a character. There's a lot joining in. Hi, Nancy, as well.
I hate her. She's back. She always hates guys for some reason, that Nancy.
Terrible. So Tony, why is your academy better than any other academies in Australia?
You just got to look at the players that we've produced, mate. The other guys no academies have produced any player. Some of them claim they did, but I know every player that they've claimed, they're not produced by them. They've been trained somewhere else. So our players are from us. You know what I mean? We've got so many good players. Obviously, to talk about the players that have made it. But we've also got Appy Akubi, who's playing in Thailand, is another good player. You've got Fafana, who was the youngest A-League player ever, but due to his mentality, he lost his way. And there's many other players. We've got the academy now. We've got some gun players, mate. We've got about 100 players in the morning program, and there's about 70 top players there. So the future's bright for these kids. And what we'll just do, we'll just keep training them, moving them overseas because there's no future for them here.
And Tony, I know you've got so much contact overseas. You're so respected, not just nationally, internationally, man. You're respected by your students and your peers. The future is bright with the Australasian Soccer Academy. I know that, and I also know the fact that you are so passionate and so love from the heart with what you do with these students as well. You actually take them under the wing. You don't just coach them, but you kind of parent them too.
Well, it's important too. With obviously Duke is a very close friend of mine who was my player before. Plus also Valpardo. It's not just coaching. We have to bring him in. He had to hang out with me. We have to teach him respect. For me, discipline. If you're not disciplined, then you got no future, mate. We have to discipline them the right way, and that's what we're doing. We're disciplining them. The academy is a family, as I think Kat wrote. The academy is a family, Kat. Absolutely spot on. You come there, you come a kid, you leave a man, and that's the academy. It's a family academy. Everyone gets along, and it's run by our family. So there's no dodgy business going on.
Yeah.
And in regards to the links that we have, obviously I've built a big rapport with clubs all around the world. You know what I mean? Also, you know, not everyone in Australia can walk into Man City. Not everyone can walk into Man United. Not everyone can walk into Real Madrid. Not everyone can walk into AS Roma like we can. So these boys are very lucky to have what we have. But I'm here to help every player in the academy is going to get the help. We don't treat anyone differently. Everyone's going to get the same treatment. They come to the academy, we treat them the same. Whether they're new, old, they're part of the furniture. And we make sure every player gets an opportunity to make it. Because that's my job. I want to see them make it.
And once they make it, you're so proud of them, Tony. I see it all the time. You take pride and with your boys as well. And what makes a good soccer player? I mean, if someone wants to join your academy, how can they do that? And what kind of passion should they have for the game?
We are still taking, obviously, players now. The full-time program's full, but we are still taking expression of interest. If players want to come in, we will look at them. If they're good, we'll take them in. You know what I mean? That's what we do. What's Duke saying? That's true. I know Tony Basha. He's talking about Duke's talking about nightclubs because he knows I'm pretty connected with nightclubs.
Yeah.
Being a DJ, of course, back DJing all the clubs. Obviously, we get VIP entrance. But in regards to being a good player, dedication, respect, good attitude, good work ethics, rocking up on time, leaving on time, doing the extra work, doing work behind the, not in front of people, doing behind people, do it by yourself. That's what's going to make a player. But we've got so many good, I can sit here and talk all day. And I hope actually some of the A-League people watching this, because when I reassemble our players in the full-time program, we'll take anyone on. I'll take them on. We've got good players. But unfortunately, in Australia, there's not enough room for the players to play. Like, there could be, like, I've got a player in the academy who's obviously good. There's a player playing in A-League. But my player is also probably better, but he's not going to get in. But that's Australian football. We just have to, that's why we open doors overseas, to open doors and get them out of here.
Why do you think Australian the football politics are like this? I mean, is there any future that we can change that, or is this the way it is, unfortunately?
There's a saying, shit dribbles from the top. Okay? Everywhere around the world, money gets trickled from the top to the bottom. Okay? They can go it comes from the top, overseas, everywhere around the world, the money comes from the federations. Here in Australia, it's opposite. They pay them money, and they don't put money into grassroots. So this is why players need the academy, people like me to help them, because there's so many good players, mate. We've got gun players. If they actually look properly to have professional people running the game, people are part-time. You've got to understand. These NPL coaches that are coaching, they're not even professional. They're part-time. If you go overseas, these guys are full-time coaches, mate. That's their job. They're in the office. They're doing football stuff. They're not going becoming a mechanic. There's mechanics out there coming in coaching our best players. What do you expect?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, you're paving the way internationally for these for your students. I mean, that's amazing. And I know that when you were playing football, you didn't have that kind of like help with your professional soccer career. This is why you're doing what you're doing, is being there for those.
But definitely, but it's also important to understand sometimes parents, like our parents, didn't know anything about it. Okay, and there's a lot of course, Dukey, there's no opportunity for players. He's right. There's so many good players, lack of opportunity because it's a recycling bin. The top league and even the NPL one, they recycle the same players. You understand? So they don't give room for young guys to go in. But that's we could talk 5 hours on that. But the problem is there's obviously kids on here who come from Arab or WOG backgrounds or whatever it may be. They don't have support of the parents. You know, luckily for Dukey, Mitchell, his dad would come to training. I remember when he was a young kid at the academy, his dad would come and he would sit down, the poor guy, Billy, he's a champion man, beautiful man. He'd come from work. He worked like a tireless person. He'd sit there and bring Dukey to the academy and he'll sit there, wait for him for an hour and a half. But with WOG parents, they've got to understand that. Okay, they've got to understand. With WOG parents, they don't do it. They're on their own. You understand? And that's why I come in. I try and help those type of kids now because I know, coming from WOG background, we didn't get our chance to go any further. But yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you're so Tony, your passion just shines through. Absolutely. I'm so proud of you, bro. You know what I mean? And all you've done is talk, walk, soccer all your life. You know what I mean? So there's not one other person in the world that's passionate like you, bro. I'm so proud of you, mate. You know what I mean? And
we like to talk the talk, but we walk the walk. You know what I mean? That people can never ever knock back what we do. The Australasian Soccer Academy is by far the best academy in Australia. They cannot knock what we do. We've got 5 players in Spain. We've got now obviously Valpardo is killing it. You've got Mitch Duke, is one of the best players, well, arguably the best player in the A-League that was here. He's playing in Japan. Mate, the best players play in Japan. Japan's a great league. He also plays for the Socceroos, national team player. A player who came from Liverpool. He's from Liverpool kid. Everyone listening, Duke come from Liverpool. You know, you got to understand that. He come from big family. I think he's got 11 kids. His dad couldn't afford everything. You know what I mean? But he was persistent. And for those players a little bit older that think it's over for him, Duke signed his first pro deal at 21 years old. In Australia, you're deemed too old. But this is the problem. If you're at that age and you're worried, don't ever give it up. If you want it, you chase the dream. Anyone can do it.
And so I think Joey Basha mentioned, who's your mentor, Tony? Who's your mentor who's your mentor in football?
Me? Oh, man, I got looked after. You know who taught me a lot? Jimmy Petrucci. Jimmy Petrucci's NLP coach. He works in England. He works with all the English Premier League clubs. He's from England. He works with Man City, Man United, Chelsea. He's a guy who goes in there when the players are down, he comes in and talks. He taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about getting to people's heads, how to get players ready, how to improve players. He taught me heaps. He's the man that taught me a lot. But I travel the world, I travel the world. So I'm lucky enough to go and go into clubs like Real Madrid, go into Chelsea, go into Man City, and go and learn from the best of the best. You know what I mean? It's not every day someone gets to go in there and actually rub shoulders with Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid and Modric and all these big players. I actually watched them and shook their hand. You know what I mean? It's a dream for people. But these things become a reality. It's a hard work, mate. You just do it. People respect you. And one thing you got to know is when we go overseas, they love Aussies. Everyone loves Aussies. So it's pretty good. It's good being an Aussie.
Yeah, absolutely. Aussie. And look, Kat says no doubt would be proud of all the players, coaches, and mentor. May you be proud of yourself too. You got to remember that, Tony, as well. Like you're there. And then Nancy, who is your favourite player at the moment? Nancy?
There's a lot of good players. I like a lot of players. Ronaldo, Messi, But there's heaps of them. De Bruyne. There's a lot of really good players. Sterling's a good player. English player. Sterling's good. There's many good players. There's so many. Like anyone that plays. Listen, I want to get this out to people that are watching. Any person that plays pro football, no matter if it's A-League or in Singapore, they're good players. Anyone who's playing pro football is a gun player. They've worked hard to be there, mate, at the end of the day. How are you, George?
Who's Fernandez? I'm Tony's favourite player.
Fernandez, he's a cheeky fella, that guy, but he's a very good player. He's one of my star players coming through the academy, Fernandez. Good player, but smart and cheeky.
And what you also do, Tony, that not many people know, is that you actually sponsor refugee players as well. I mean, you've had a couple come through the academy. Yeah,
we've had a lot of refugee kids come through the academy because they've got no parents. Obviously, they can't afford it, so we bring them in. We take them in. We don't get any help from the government. We don't like to talk about it, but we don't get any help from the government. We just, we just do it, and we keep kids off the street. You know, I mean, we don't like to advertise it. We've also got an academy in Africa, Sierra Leone, where we send them boots, clothes. All the kids here in Australia always send them boots, send them clothes. All the boots that they don't want the players here, we send it to them. So we've got an academy there as well. We've got about 50 players. Plus, we've also got good sponsors. We've got good sponsors of the academy. We've got New South Wales Hot Water, Matty Vella, who sponsors the academy, Pepper Money, Cristal. We've got Blossom. We've got so many good sponsors too at the academy that put in money and help out other kids as well. We've got Appy Akubi online. How are you, Kabzi? Kabina. He's one of our 4 A-League players playing in Thailand. He's on. Give us a wave, Kabzi. He's put Ronaldo the GOAT.
Why is that?
Ronaldo morning. He's a champion.
It's awesome. There's a lot of love for you, Tony, mate. There's a lot of love for you tonight.
They're all my boys.
They're all your boys.
We're going to get you live on, Kabzi, soon.
So also, Tony, you do a lot for regional in New South Wales as well. You go to Mudgee. You give the time to these regional, poor areas and students. I mean, how's that going through all this time as well, like COVID? When are you going there next? Do we know anything of that?
What we do is I do a lot of work in Mudgee and that area because the kids don't get much. You know what I mean? So we try and put something back into the country football because everyone forgets about him.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. I had actually his son's in the full-time program. He's moved down from Mudgee. I got a player named Nick Boyd, who God rest his soul. His dad passed away. He's a part of the academy. He brought me down there. He flew me down there one time to do some coaching for the kids. I done it for free. I didn't charge him. This man was a beautiful guy, He asked for my address, and he goes to me, what's your address? I've got to send you an invite. I thought he was sending me an invite. The guy sends me a check. But ever since then, we just had a good relationship. He unfortunately passed away in bad circumstances, and his son's at the academy. So his son's with me at the academy now. And before he passed away, the night before, God rest his soul, Graham, he goes to me, look after my boys, Tony. So now his son's with me. He's 20 years old, but he's a very good player. So I'm going to hope to move him somewhere.
Oh, it's beautiful, Tony. You're all heart too, bro. I know you got a big heart. My brother, you're amazing. With having said all that, you've got some international news that I saw about a couple of coaches that might be coming out this way. Yeah,
I've negotiated with 2 coaches. One's from Spain, one's from France.
Yeah.
PSG. He's worked with Ancelotti. He's worked with all those players, Ibrahimovic. He's worked with Neymar. He was on the coaching staff with PSG. So we've got him already over, which we're working on his visa. But now with COVID, it's a bit hard. So we always like the international coaches because they know the game.
Absolutely, and you're internationally respected. You go to Singapore. You've got contacts in Japan, Europe, Asia. I mean, it's quite worldly, man. Does anybody else that runs an academy that has Tony Basha's contacts?
You got to ask them. They think they do, but I don't know, mate. I've never seen players move. But like you said, it's all about respect, and they respect what we do. They see the players. No one can go and I'll just say, look, go watch the Socceroos. Duke's my player. Go watch the A-League. Go watch Kabina Apiakubi. That's my player. Go watch Christian Valpardo. That's my player. They're going to see, and they start to respect it. I got a call the other day from Spain. My mate's calling me. He's going, man, Tony, you got a good name in Spain. What are you doing there? Like, they're talking about the academy in Spain. But we've got players everywhere. I've got 3 players. I didn't want to tell, but I've got 3 players moving in 2 weeks to Spain. They'll be flying out. So, we've got players moving all the time. And we've got connections everywhere. It's not hard for me I can send a player anywhere in the world. One phone call, I'll get a player on the plane. But they have to be good enough. You can't send players that aren't going to be good. I've got a 99% strike rate with players I send. They make it. So we can't go send anyone.
And to be that kind of level, what do players have to, do? I mean, in terms of, train every day. Give me a run through of, for example, a Mitch Duke. I mean,
Well, look what Mitch Duke does. Mitch Duke's a freak. He trains every day. He puts in 110% effort. He's always the first one to training, last one to leave. He's stretching after training. You got to train if you're not training. See, the problem we have here in Australia is the NPL. They train 3 nights a week. That's our highest level if you're not playing A-League. Not good enough. If you're not training 5 days a week and 3 nights, you're not going to make it. You must train at least 8 sessions a week plus the game. 1 day off for Sunday after a game. And you got to train, make it a train every day. If you're not in it, and at the end of the day too, if you're not with the right people, you could be a gun player. But if you're not with the right people, you're not going to make it. There's promises. There's a lot of lies. Unfortunately, football is a bunch of lies. There's people that are going to lie to you. They're going to bring you in. They're going to tell you, yeah, come, we're going to look after you. We're going to do this. I've never brought anyone in and let them down. I won't let anyone down. They let themselves down, but I'll never let anyone down. If I give a promise, I'll do it. But they have to work. What training is involved? Catch up. We do, with the full-time program, we do everything. We do from NLP, psychology. We do yoga. We do Pilates. We do split and conditioning with the best coach in Australia. We do strength and conditioning. We do tactical. We do everything. So football is not just football. You have to be smart to be a footballer too. You've got to be intelligent. And you've got to listen. You've got to learn. That's right. NPL is politics. Yes, it is. You're not wrong, mate.
Yeah. Absolute politics. That's mentor and coach. There you go. There's a mentor and coach, Tony. So coaching is part of it. That's what people don't understand in Australia. Yeah. Coaching is a little part of football. It's mentoring. Mentoring is important. Looking after the player. You got to remember, footballers are humans, mate. You don't treat them like footballers. You treat them like humans first, then football second. And once you do that, funny things start to happen to players. They start to become good. And that's what happened to all those players that you've seen have made it. They got a bit of mentoring, loving, respect. And that's why they make it. That's football. Well, they learn from you, Tony, because I know how much they respect you, and vice versa. Now let's talk about your own personal life. You've got a couple of beautiful, well, my niece and nephew, Alana and Cooper. How are they going? Is Cooper a soccer player, or is Alana a soccer player?
Mate, Cooper Cooper actually kicked the ball before he started walking. He was kicking the ball before he started walking, this guy. But I don't train him. I think he's born with it. But we'll see what happens. Alana, I don't know, she likes whatever. But Cooper, you know what? I think he's here. Wait, let me grab him.
Yeah, go. He's a little cutie. He's my nephew. He's so cute. He looks like a soccer player. I don't know what soccer players look like, but he does look like a soccer player. It is so cute. So Cooper. And he kind of runs after the ball. He's the cutest thing ever. So yeah, I mean, Tony Basha, here he is. Cooper, hello, little baby boy. Hello.
Look what he's carrying.
Hello, Cooper.
Look.
Cooper. Hello, Cooper. Hello. I love you. Hello. He looks like a. Hello, Cooper.
So he's carrying.
Yeah, it's so cute. Well, there you go. He looks like a soccer player. Oh, how old is he? Good question. Probably a couple of years. So much love for Tony Basha tonight. There he is, Tony. So much love. How old's Cooper? Someone mentioned.
1.5.
There you go. I said almost 2. There you go. Hey, buddy. Lucky. He looks like Mum. Sanchio says he looks like Mum.
He's my twin. I've got a beard, mate.
So Tony, how could anyone that wants to join the academy, for example, how could they join the academy?
Just contact us. If they're on Instagram, they call us on Instagram. It doesn't whatever. Instagram, get a hold of us. Call us here. They can call us on here. They can contact the academy. We've got a website. Whatever. If they're on Instagram, they can just message us here. It's no problem. I'll get back to them.
Yeah, is there a because I think there's a kind of what you do is there a package or something? Is there a time where they can join the academy, or is there a cutoff period? How does it work?
The full-time program does not stop. We go through all year. I only stop on Christmas and Easter. That's about it. But we don't stop. You can't stop. If you're going to be in football, you don't stop. Stopping's no good.
So what entails a full-time program? What entails the full-time program?
What they do, they got to message us. I've got to check where they've played, who they are, and if they're good, then I'll bring them in. They have to have like a decent resume, because the full-time program's it's pretty busy. But if they don't make the full-time program, they can make the evening session. Then from there, they can train their way into the full-time program. Because the full-time program is a serious one. They're the ones that we train. They're the ones that we look to send overseas. Yes, Seku, how are you, champ? My
boys.
Yeah, he's my trainer. He's a very good trainer, one of the best fitness trainers.
What if there's coaches out there that want to join the academy to coach with the academy? Is there any are any positions there for coaches out there?
If people want to learn, they can come and learn. You know what I mean? But unless they're top notch, I've worked in the A-League or something, we won't take anyone less than that, because we're very fussy on who we bring in.
Absolutely. You're bringing international ones at the moment.
That's what we international coaches in. We don't. There's other academies. What they do is, which is wrong, they charge parents an arm and a leg, and they bring in young players. So they bring an under 19-year-old who'll coach the kids. And it's just ripping people off. I hope parents that are watching go to academies and they do that, because it's very bad. We can't do that, mate. We're honest, transparent with the players, with the parents.
Absolutely. What does Tony Basha week look like? You must be flat out. Catch your music of asking, what's a Tony Basha week look like? So what do you do when you wake up in the morning to the end of the day?
Now I'm modelling. I don't do much. Much now, but what we usually do is Monday every day I'm up at 5:30. We train at 6 to 7:30 a.m. I come home, I do some reports. Obviously, I might do some emails. I have meetings during the day. Then at night, 5 p.m., to 9 p.m. I'm at the park 5 days a week. So I'll do 2 sessions a day. When I was coaching, every now and then when I'm free, obviously like Friday night, I might get on the DJ decks and play some tunes, or go out. Well, we can't go anywhere now, but we'd like to get out. Me and Mitchell Duke, when he's out, he loves to take me out all the time. I'm always shouting him, but we do like to drink, and not alcohol. We drink water, guys, if you're watching. But we like to get out and listen to music.
And for those aspiring mentors out there, coaches, and trying to break through into being a Tony Basha, what advice do you have for them, Tony?
Respect your players. Respect the parents. Treat the players like people, not animals. Don't treat them like shit. A lot of them do. A lot of them can. There's coach that can kill a player. They'll kill his confidence completely. And we have to pick him up again. We don't want that. Look after the players. Let them play. Let them express themselves. And work on their strengths, work on their weaknesses, not their strengths. But the training, when you get to a club and that, they worry about the players. They worry about the team. If the players, if the player is crap, they'll throw him out. He'll be in the bin, and it's just, mate, it's cutthroat. Someone's asked who's the best player I've coached. Oh, it's a hard question, man. There's a lot of good ones. I've coached better players that didn't make it, guys. I don't know who it is, but it's got to delete it. I've coached players that didn't make it.
And how do you watch Christian's game today? He said, how do you watch Christian's games?
Yeah, he'll be on tonight. I'll watch him. There's some website. I'll put it up. I'll message me, and I'll send it to you, mate. You got to watch on the computer, on the internet.
And before we wrap it up, Tony, would you like to say anything else to all your fans out there, man? You're so loved and respected. There's over 40 watching on. What words of advice, or would you like to give these guys during these COVID times?
Just listen to the boss. Listen to your parents. Work for yourself, not for anyone else. A lot of them work hard. They try and show off for their parents. I don't know why. They've got to do it for themselves at the end of the day. Work hard. Don't bludge. There's a lot of bludgers. But, like they can lie. They can lie to us, but really they're lying to themselves. So they must work hard. And there's players out there listening that maybe didn't make MPL. They think it's the end of the world. Sometimes their parents tell them, oh, yeah, you're not playing MPL, give up. Mate, it doesn't matter. Keep training and you'll see what happens. Fafana used to play for Mount Druitt. He lasted one game, Zane, and he retired. I hope he does, because Fafana was a freak of a player. He was one of the players, Fafana, that I signed him at Man City at 13, 14. Then he came back and he went and played for Wanderers. I hope he comes back, mate. I hope. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone that's out there watching. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah. And Tony, what's your academy website?
Australasian Soccer Academy.com.au. Or just message us if they want.
Absolutely. Tony, I heart you, bro, and you're absolutely amazing. So proud of you. You're just a leader, not just an Australian, best coach, best academy. You're worldly, mate. So you should be so proud of yourself. Thank you so much. Founder, coach, brother, Tony Basha, for tonight's Instagram Live.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for having me on.
Pleasure.
See you, champions.
Good night, brother. Bye.
Bye.